Good evening, folks. What's going on tonight? What's up, Satellite? What's up, Manic? PM Collector Boy? Deep Thought? Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. I am doing good. It has been a terribly productive day for me. An unusually productive day for me. I got a lot of things done. I ferried my kids around to a lot of things. I made dinner. I did lots of things, chat. I've been very busy. Really quite busy. But the good kind of busy. The kind that lets you have a nice sleep of the just at the very end of the day. So cheers, everybody. Hope you're doing well, too. Not bad. This is a drink this is a twist on a drink I haven't made in a while. It's lime vodka and cranberry, except I'm out of lime vodka. I only had like a little tiny bit left, so I threw in lemon vodka instead, and that was pretty good. A decent enough stopgap for that. Thus far, the assassins have failed. Here I am, finally got Pal World installed. I've actually been spending more time playing an incremental called Bills Must Be Paid. Sure that doesn't hit a little too close to home, really? I have played nothing lately. I've been too busy. Yeah, okay, so I gotta tell you something. Remind me to bring this up periodically throughout the night, and I mean anyone who makes it through the evening will get to hear it too. I've been busy today. I have a lot of things going on right now. And these things take up a lot of my time, and I tried to figure out a way around it, and there isn't. No way around this Mizraid. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much. Good evening, Mizraid. Good evening, Princess Balance. You're just in time for a very important announcement. I'm afraid I will not be doing any more daytime streams. I simply don't have the time. It's kind of been edging out some things that I've been needing to do. and my responsibilities have been mounting. I just can't make it work, unfortunately. So, yeah, I will not be streaming tomorrow morning, unfortunately. I'm gonna leave y'all hanging on Infinifactory, I'm afraid, but such is life. Someday, chat, we'll be off this horrible nighttime work schedule, and I'll be back to a normal job, and things can go back to some facsimile of the way they were. So, it was actually Finifactory. Yeah, at least I finished Satisfactory. That was... Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Satisfying. I was very satisfied to finish Satisfactory, so it was nice to get that one done. What's up, Drone On? Good to see you. Doing pretty well, tired, probably gonna go sleep in a couple minutes. Wise. I don't foresee you missing too much tonight. Unless there's some really cool stuff lurking in the Pack Watch. Well, we'll talk about all that in a second, but yeah. Good evening, Lodro High. It's good to see you. And Satellite, good to see you as well. And Arcane. Finally sleeping in like a normal person. I mean, that'll certainly help, too. I won't be next week, actually. Part of this is I'm going to have to take my daughter to a summer camp next week every day. And I'm going to have to get up really early for that, so. I was a little anxious how that might impact my streaming ability, so. But yeah, the evening streams, Wednesday and Thursday nights, will not change. I am not giving up on streaming, chat. I'm going to cling to these two precious nights we still have. So you'll still get your weird variety fix on Wednesdays and your power hours on Thursdays. Request an awful Game Boy title from me, won't you? Like the one we missed last time. Oh, deep thought. I'm sure somebody will. Rather, Finis Factory. But yeah, so I'll need to remind people of that periodically throughout the night as folks filter in and out. So yeah, the schedule going forward, and I've updated. If you go by the little scheduling widget below the stream right now, or Twitch's scheduling page, it should all be reflected. But yeah, the schedule's gonna be very simple going forward. Wednesday night, Thursday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. I really don't stream on Sundays now, or Fridays, or most of these. Excellent, take care. Yeah, I didn't bother to edit that one, Manic. I don't care about that. Everything. If people aren't looking at the scheduling widgets, they're definitely not looking at that. So. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the plan for tonight. This is July of 1996. The very tail end of it, we're on like page 82, so I know for a fact there's just not that much left in the magazine here, because they don't really go much over 100 pages. What's the scheduling widget? You have widget, it's the frames under, okay, I don't know if they show up on mobile, but if you're watching this in a PC browser, if you scroll down below the screen, there's a bunch of frames with stuff. And one of those has a countdown to the next stream. And right now it should only be showing Wednesdays and Thursdays. Say classic volumes of Nintendo Power Design include Worlds of Power, Book 2, Castlevania 2, Simon Quest by Christopher Howell. Nope. I am thoroughly unfamiliar with that one. Never even heard of it, but I might need to look it up, because that sounds like something that I would be into. So yeah, we got a few more games. We got a few. You're better off not knowing. Considering some of the dreck we've had on the Power Hours, that's a thing to say, certainly. But yeah, I think we've just got a handful more features. Nothing really notable. Aside from the one that's in the stream title. And then we've got the now playing. So since since there's not a whole lot to go through with the magazine tonight, I'm going to do two things I normally don't do. One is I'm actually going to let you request things out of Packwatch. We can take some early looks at some upcoming games, assuming they're things I can play and not exclusively N64 titles. The other thing I'm going to do is, assuming we finish the magazine with like an hour or so to go, I'm probably just going to jump on the N64 and play some stuff. Might get some more stars in Mario 64, might hook up one of the games I haven't even tried yet. Work of fiction based on the game. There's one for Wizards and Warriors and Bionic Commando, if memory serves. The Castlevania 2 one has, for some reason, an OC villain besides Dracula. Well, that's dumb. Also, good evening, Justin Brett. It's good to see you. So yeah, let's get to it, chat. Let's talk about this game in front of us that we can't actually play because it's the N64 version of Mortal Kombat. But it's all of them. It's the Mortal Kombat trilogy. How tragic there's no C's to switch around in the word trilogy. Bionic, my arm is my dead wife commando. I still can't believe they did that. Dracula's in the book even though he's meant to be dead. Well, being dead has never held Dracula back from anything. He is pervasive in the Castlevania series. How do you not know about this, man? How do you not know about this? Just cultural osmosis, you should have picked this up. All right, everybody knows OG Bionic Commando, the classic for the NES. Not as many people know about the Game Boy version of Bionic Commando, which is arguably better than the NES version, honestly. Fast forward a couple decades, and Konami allowed a studio to reboot the original Bionic Commando in fine fashion. It is excellent. It is top tier. I believe it's Bionic Commando Rearmed. So, seeing that there was still blood to squeeze from this particular stone, Konami greenlit a direct sequel to Bionic Commando Rearmed and a third-person action spin-off thing. And yeah, in the third-person action spin-off thing, it is revealed that your character's bionic arm is, like, programmed with the personality or something of his dead wife. Bionic Commando Rearmed 3, The Stranger. And the direct sequel to Bionic Commando Rearmed apparently wasn't as good. I never played it. I didn't hear good things about it. They added a jump button. I'm sorry. Tell me you don't get Bionic Commando without telling me you don't get Bionic Commando. The reboot came before the realistic version, yes. Yes, it did. They may have greenlit both of them side by side. I may have the timeline wrong. They may have greenlit Rearmed and the 3D one together. I know Rearmed came out first, though. I'm sure of that. But then there was a direct sequel to Rearmed that wasn't as good. You're opening up old wounds. This all sounds like God Hand. Basically, a Lament of Innocence, and oh god, Lament of Innocence. Well, y'all know that. I streamed Lament of Innocence for you. Man, Lament of Innocence. That game really should have been better. It deserved to be better. But man, Konami and 3D Castlevanias, 3D Draculas, they're not the best. Jump button at Bionic Commando is like putting controller support in DDR. Yeah, unthinkable, frankly. But I will say, I will continue to say Bionic Commando Rearmed is excellent. It's on Steam, right? I had it on Xbox Live Arcade on the 360. Oh, happy day, chat. Bionic Commando Rearmed and the 3D one are both on Steam. And you can get them in a package together. Well, one of those is worth a damn. I've actually heard the 3D one is not that bad aside from the story shenanigans. So, your mileage may vary. I mean, I've had people tell me like the curse, like at least the first Curse of Darkness game for Castlevania is good, even though I'm not particularly interested, but yeah. Seen something about a first-person VR version of Sonic Adventure, since we're talking about horrible ideas. But yeah. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Bionic Commando, chat. Even though I kind of wish we were at this point. We're here to talk about more combat! So yeah, Williams is putting all 3 of the original Mortal Kombat games together for the N64. I'm not really, like, this feature is long. What do they have to talk about? I'm just gonna skim this. I don't feel the need to read this. Y'all can just, stare at Kitana and Shiva while I'm doing this. Is this too much MK? It's a fair question with Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 also being released as fall for the Super NES. Mortal Kombat Trilogy has one thing going for it over all the other versions. It's the best. You don't recall this guy, Cabal? Cabal was introduced in Mortal Kombat 3 and became a series mainstay. He was actually he is my main in MK11. He's very, very 90s. Not cue ball, Cabal. I'm cue ball. He's Cabal. Best of the old and best of the new. Feast on a huge lineup of opponents. All the characters from Mortal Kombat 2 and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Hidden characters, new characters. New moves, new backgrounds, game engine built on the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 model, better graphics. So, okay. So I think the deal here is with MK Trilogy is instead of like what they do now where they just package up the old games and release them in a compilation together, it sounds like they remade MK1 and 2 in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3's engine and made it so that you could use all the characters across all the games, which is pretty cool, and then gave them new moves and stuff. So that is actually fairly interesting. What the hell is wrong with Motaro's spine? Tell I only know Mortal Kombat secondhand because I didn't recognize him. But yeah, it's bullshit Centaur guy. Yeah, so the white-haired lady is Sindel. The Centaur guy is Motaro. Her right there, that's Jade. Real inventive, I know. And then everybody knows Scorpion. The get over here guy. How is it possible to pack the 40 megabytes the arcade Ultimate MK3 and more into the 64 megabits of the N64 game pack? They don't explain. They ask a question with no answer. Rumor has it there may well be 4 new stage fatalities in Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Some things don't need it. Well, this one does, actually. How did they cram all that in there? I mean, I know the answer. It's just not as good as the arcade version, but... a lot of the changes from the arcade games are fairly subtle. For one thing, the backgrounds are more animated, more interactive. Characters will be able to smash through some background objects. MK Trilogy will be touted as the most balanced of Mortal Kombats. Favors more aggressive play. The new feature we're working on called the Aggressor Mode. You have a super power meter that builds up as you inflict damage. If the meter is full, you can use a super move. Did they? They didn't actually do that, did they? Talk about changing the combo system. Bionic Commando and Contra are probably two of the rare examples of the NES port being superior to the arcades. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I will agree with that. I have played the arcade versions of both, and yeah, they're not what you're looking for when you think of those games. Actually, I'm gonna look this up real quick. I wanna know if they actually stuck supers in MK Trilogy. They did add the aggressor bar. Okay. Oh, and this is where brutalities came from. I love it. Trilogy introduces the brutality finishing move, which consists of repeatedly attacking the opponent until they explode. Mortal Kombat games are so much fun to read about. Sub-Zero's famous spine rip fatality reappears in the game, but is completely censored as the screen blacks out with only the fatality text visible. This was due to avoid having to reanimate the fatality for this game. Interesting. It sounds like... So... MK Trilogy came out on PlayStation, N64, Sega Saturn, and PC. And it sounds like... This is unusual. It sounds like the Nintendo 64 version is more limited than the others because of the limited like cartridge memory, but it's also the best version because it runs a hell of a lot better than the other ones. Fascinating. Arcade Contra will cut you off after spending like 3 or 4 credits worth. Like you have to start from the top. That's interesting. The other one's bogged down with sleaze. I mean, do people come to Mortal Kombat for anything else? Mortal Kombat's a fascinating series. It really is. I didn't get into it when I was a kid, but it was still a cultural touchstone, you know? I didn't play it, but I used to watch the high school kids play it at the arcade because it's a hell of a spectacle, more so than Street Fighter or Virtua Fighter or even Killer Instinct. Like, I feel like Mortal Kombat was the game to watch because it was so gory and over the top. And then it kind of faded from my awareness with like MK4, and then I mean I like I can't even keep the games in there straight. Like there's like Deception and Armageddon and and then I didn't really think about Mortal Kombat again until 11. And I feel like they made a really, really, really effective marketing push for everyone who had like any nostalgia whatsoever for Mortal Kombat. Because 11's whole thing is like time travel and like a lot of callbacks to like the early parts of the series and like screwing with time and characters from different time periods meeting each other and stuff, and that all seemed really cool to me. And the game like looked amazing graphically, and yeah, it was enough to get me interested in it and playing it for a while. So and from there I kind of went back and learned more about the Mortal Kombat series, and I gotta say, like, 11's a solid game in a lot of ways, designs included. Like, all the characters look fairly grounded. If you go back 2 iterations, if you go back to MK9, I swear to God, that game looks like a porn parody of Mortal Kombat. I can't get over it. Like, I think you can kind of tell. I think you can kind of tell from the designs here that was kind of always the direction that Mortal Kombat was leaning in. But Mortal Kombat 9, it is really hard for me to take that game seriously with the way it looks. What's up, Zem? Good to see you. Yeah. Sub-Zero and Scorpion went from Shang Tsung's stooges to noble antiheroes. So yeah, the Mortal Kombat series has been through a lot. It is changed dramatically over the years, from the early days of quaint mocap to the greatest excesses of the 90s arcade era, to slumming it real hard on the consoles, and then eventually back again towards massive prominence. And I think now it's kind of cooling off again. I think MK1 didn't do them a whole lot of favors. Mortal Kombat. Now you're speaking my language. It was of course also a product of its time. You go back and look at pretty much any Western fighting game from this era, and it's gonna look like 90s extreme comics, like meat mountain men and like women just busting all out of their tiny outfits. Most of the outfit designs feel like they exist in comics. A lot of them lean towards image comic style, and not in a good way. Yep, very much so. Very much so. What's up, Bollywood? Good to see you. MK9 didn't age well technically. 10 still looks great today. 9 looks like a game built for coal-powered PCs. It really does look like an older PlayStation game. I mean, was it? It was what? MK9 would have been PS3, right? If I remember correctly. But yeah, it NetherRealm Studios, it's stark. Seeing the transition from 9 to 10 to 11. 11 looks incredible. What was the one where everyone had weapons? That was 4. MK4 was the first full 3D one, and the one where they introduced weapons. If I remember correctly, I might be getting ahead of myself here, but I think every character had like 3 stances, and one of those stances was weapon based. 4 was not good. I know enough about 4 to know it was not well received. I remember seeing it in the arcade, in the waning days of the arcade, and just nobody on that thing, ever. No, I don't think I ever saw a person playing it. Ever. And watching videos of it on YouTube, it's pretty obvious why. That is a deeply cursed game. They definitely improved over the next couple iterations. Yeah, if you don't... Okay. Love the designs in 11. The designs were realistic. The plot was understandable and actually really neat. Yeah. No, 11's a really solid game. 11's really cool. The Mortal Kombat series as a whole is really interesting. Because there is, believe it or not, a storyline running all the way through Mortal Kombat 1 to 7. I think 7 is Armageddon. And true to its name, it is like the end of that timeline. Like at the end of Armageddon, the world basically ends. And like everybody kills each other and the world ends and it's over. And then I think Mortal Kombat versus DC is considered MK8. And then with MK9, it's like a do-over of the trilogy, story-wise, but different. With some, like, weird differences. And I think, okay, if I remember this correctly, 9 is like the original trilogy, but with some key differences. And then 10 kind of explains why it's different. And then 11 goes full, like multiversal timeline fuckery. Was Deception after Armageddon? I thought it was before. I'm gonna look it up. What's up, Hildy? Good to see you. We're talking MK. Give me... Yes, Mortal Kombat series. Yeah, original continuity is 1, 2, 3, 4, Deadly Alliance, Deception, and Armageddon. And then they did Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. And then they have reboot continuity, MK9, MK10, MK11, and then they have second reboot continuity, MK1. Mortal Kombat is a very silly series. Reboot the timeline. Okay, that didn't work. Reboot it again. Honestly, like Deadly Alliance. I think Deadly Alliance and Deception were both pretty well received. And then I feel like Armageddon was maybe mixed. And then people had really strong feelings about... I don't know about 9. I think 10. I think Mortal Kombat 10 was really, really popular. And then 11 was kind of divisive, and then 1 was even more so. You tried jiggling the timeline's handle? If it breaks off when you do that, that was intentional. Deadly Alliance was just the right amount of goofy. I wonder if it'd be worth going back and playing some of the older Mortal Kombats just to see. When does Liu Kang become God? When does Liu Kang become God? It happens in 11, right? Yeah. I don't think he merges so much as, like, takes his power. And then he takes the Time Lady's power and remakes the universe into MK1. Thought Mortal Kombat jumped the shark when they released that Sub-Zero. Yeah, well, then there's the spin-off. Somebody mentioned that earlier. Yeah, there's Mortal Kombat Special Forces, Mortal Kombat Mythologies, Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, and what is Mortal Kombat Onslaught? Oh, it was a mobile game that's not their current mobile Mortal Kombat game. There is actually a Mortal Kombat phone game that is, as you might imagine, a hero collector. I played it for a while. It was actually pretty fun. It does... It does have some decent fighting game mechanics in it. Mobile combat. Wish they'd make up their minds on using Arabic numbers or Roman numbers. Dude, you're lucky if they use numbers at all. The actual... okay, I gotta show you this. Like, seriously, though. The actual naming convention for these fucking things. Okay, so there's Mortal Kombat 2, Roman numerals, 3, 4 in, like, Arabic numbers, and then Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon. Then Mortal Kombat 9 is just Mortal Kombat again. And then 10 is X, 11 is 11, and then 12 is 1. Just to be silly. They could not keep this shit straight. They couldn't keep this shit straight if they wanted to. I was thinking Shaolin monks when you mentioned Deadly Alliance. But yeah, my aside from the little bits of MK1, 2, and 3 that we played on the Power Hours, my only real experience with Mortal Kombat has been 11 and what I've learned about the series from being a fan of 11. It would be interesting to try the rest of them. Like, I think 4 was on N64. I don't think any of the other ones will, so we'll at least hit the terribly cursed iteration that was 4 as part of this, but yeah. I think there was a short-lived cartoon, yeah. There's been a lot of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is really interesting because it's actually one of the bigger, more mainstream fighting game franchises on Earth. Like, it's kind of up there with, like, Smash in its reach. I've listened to Maximilian Dude talk about this at length, but, like, Mortal Kombat has kind of, like, transcended conventional fighting games culturally, with its movies and merchandising and stuff. And, like, its sales figures are, like, an order of magnitude beyond something like Guilty Gear, or, like, anything SNK puts out. To be honest, there's more than a pilot cartoon. I watched them on Saturdays. Surely Mortal Kombat isn't that big in Japan. I mean, it's not, but it doesn't have to be. You gotta remember that, like, on the global stage, Japan itself is not that huge of a market. So while, you know, I'm sure a lot of Japanese fighting games have a lot of penetration in the Japanese markets, they don't do as well in larger international markets as something like Mortal Kombat does, which is what gives it such a huge pull. No, you're absolutely right, Hildy. It has huge cultural impact just from the shitty 90s movies. Like, everybody knows those things. A lot of people look back on them fondly, or at least the first one, with a sense of nostalgia, maybe more than some simply rose-tinted glasses. That Mortal Kombat song was banging. Yeah. Straight up. There was a trailer. I was already getting kind of interested in MK11 just from the stuff that I was seeing on streams and ads and stuff. There was a trailer for Mortal Kombat 11 set to the original movie song, and that got my attention. Back when Christopher Lambert was a shitty actor who got work as opposed to a shitty actor who didn't get work. Somebody's not a Highlander fan. Soundtrack is where you first heard KMFDM. It's a hell of a soundtrack. It really is. But yeah. So yeah, chat, we may need to talk more. We may need to explore more of Mortal Kombat in the future. It is a series I have a great deal of appreciation for, even if I fucking suck at it. Like, I'm definitely not the greatest at fighting games. I'm kind of relegated to like Capcom ones. But I do really like Mortal Kombat 11, and I am fascinated by the series. And I think it could be worth a look through them, if for nothing else than to just see how the series evolved and see what they did with its just like pants on head Looney Tunes story. It's also a late 90s Street Fighter cartoon, not as short-lived, also doesn't hold up against the light of the animated movie. Oh, well, yeah. Highlander holds up, 1 does. Weird how the Highlander films went from 1 to 3 in their numbering. Oh, I remember 2 vividly. Oh, I remember 2 vividly. And 3 was the one... Highlander 3 was the one that was the crossover with the TV show, right? Or was that a 4th one? I can't remember now. My roommate in high school was a huge fan of Highlander, the TV show. And I didn't really see the appeal. And I... No, that was 4. Okay, that was 4. Okay, then I didn't even remember there was a 3. I saw that one with him. And I thought it was terrible. I thought it was so bad. And he loved it so much. And like... we were talking about it after we saw it, and I had to hold back so bad. I had to hold my tongue so hard on that one. But yeah, I've seen Highlander 1. Highlander 1 is really cool. I've seen Highlander 2. Highlander 2 is dog shit. That movie's terrible. That movie, Highlander 2 is bafflingly bad. One of those rare movies where the continuity just erased it from existence. Absolutely nothing from 2 persisted through the rest of the series. Most of my Highlander knowledge is through osmosis via the TCG since the dev was based in Kansas City. No kidding. Street Fighter 2, the movie, is amazing. You're saying there should only be one? Grudfodder gets it. Grudfodder understands. So, anyway, chat, I'm moving on. We've said our piece on Mortal Kombat. Maybe eventually when MK Trilogy comes out, maybe by then I'll have a flash cart that we can play it on or something. But for now, let's talk about the Brainies. Those cavorting cerebrums are on the loose again. I wasn't aware this happened before, but okay. Highlander was a documentary. Tell me more, Dave. Tell me more. Lay it on me. And then let's talk about the moon landing. I have an 8th theme D&D book, and one of the subclasses is Highlander. The Brainies, aka we have lemmings at home. What the hell are these? They're Brainies! It's right there in ugly ass yellow text. Do you like to test your wits and have a good guffaw at the same time? I never guffaw, chat. Guffaws are so uncouth. Then brace yourself for a brainy invasion. These roly-poly ratiocinators? What? What word? Borrowed from Latin, reasoner. Okay. I'll look up the big brain on Mr. Nintendo Power Writer this issue. Pull out thy thesaurus. Sounds like a woke brain. I've escaped their holding cage at Euro developer Titus and leaped across the big pond. They won't rest until they've conquered the colonies. Literally not a single reader of this article is going to know that word. Nope, I didn't. I didn't know that at age 43 as an English major. But I looked it up and now I do. Whoever designed the Brainies has a massive foot fetish, as in likes massive feet. They remind me of... It's like if you took the California Raisins faces and stuck them on tribbles and gave them hobbit feet. This is why when you write, you should lock your thesaurus in a safe buried underground. They do look like yeah, they do. Strangely enough, a little less horrifying than critters, but like critters. Those weird, yeah, the koosh ball. Wow, I forgot about those koosh ball dolls. I used to love koosh balls. I used to love Klutz stuff. There was a company in the 90s called Klutz that made all kinds of like weird, unique toys and activity books and stuff, and I loved them so much. I had koosh balls, I had Icky Poo, I had like a rainy day activity book from them. Sensory play for youths and teenagers. Yeah, everyone loved Klutz stuff. I guess they went under at some point. I'm just gonna assume they got bought by somebody who disassembled them for venture capital. Each round starts with one or more Brainies resting in a self-contained maze. The object is to roll each Brainie, which resembles nothing so much as a Dayglow marshmallow with an attitude to its home tile of the same color. That bald description is a bit like saying the object of football is to push harder than the other guys. Lulling you at first with a series of deceptively simple challenges, Titus soon pulls out all the stops. You have to finagle your way around, over, and through barriers, bombs, warp tiles, sealed off rooms, bumpers, and one-way arrows. 100 challenges. What's up, Dirty Steve? Miss these days? So do I, man. It's a simpler time, to be sure. They look like those little pom-pom dolls that used to be stuck on computer monitors, except edgier. Yeah, everything in the late 90s had to be edgier. Had to be. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep, I remember. I think I had one of those. I had one of the pink ones, I think. Stuck to my old boxy-ass Gateway 2000 monitor. So I got boxed with two of my favorite issues of gaming mags. I still have my Nintendo Power collection. Roughly, I think it's like issue 10 to like issue 120 or something. Did they use the Earthworm Jim font on purpose for this? Look, man, fonts are expensive, okay? Actually, at this point, they wouldn't have been. You wouldn't download a font from the internet, would you? Trying to recreate these goobers' feet and all. This is... How the fuck are you supposed to parse these screenshots? They're horrible. This is jumping ahead to puzzle 30, 39, 60, 65, and 67. Chat, I'm sorry, but we're gonna try this. Nobody requested it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I just gotta know. They probably stole like that you wouldn't download a car ad did. Sigh, the Brainies. Which issue is this? This is volume 86, July of 1996. I have been going through the entire run of Nintendo Power for what? 4, 5 years at this point, starting from the very beginning, and we've made it through almost 10 years at this point. These are the furries from Fury. That's hard to say, man. These are the furries from Fury of the Furries. Same developer, even. What's up, Boop Blacking? So wait, you were 10 in 96. I was 13. Decided to browse these. I remember they're all. Oh yeah, that's where I'm getting them from. They're on the Internet Archive. Austin wants to boast about that huge brain of his. Yeah, watch me just get like stuffed by this game. I've seen some highs, we've seen some lows, we've seen the rise and fall of the Virtual Boy. This music is not giving me much confidence. Oh, I don't like where this is going, chat. Oh, I don't know about this. Yeah, okay. Catch or drop a Brainy. Moves the cursor or the Brainy. Switches 2D, 3D view mode. Pauses the game in the 3D mode. Increases the cursor speed. Are we good? Shows what is under the... This is fine, this is fine. I'm a genius, chat. This is not a Lemmings clone. So it seems like you have to play this in the quote unquote 3D mode. Yeah, it's timed. There's an ankle and top boob, yeah. By the way, once they start moving, they don't stop until they hit something. So it's one of those puzzles. It's a really shitty sliding puzzle, yep. Does this count as a Sokoban? A Shitoban? That's a Suckaban. It's one of those puzzles they throw in the middle of a hog. Suckaban's pretty good, yeah. Why do they say ow when they get where they're going? Jesus fucking Christ, it is Suckaban. Surprise! Because life is pain. You got that right. What the hell is it? What the hell is this? I feel like this is where the game is really gonna start sucking bad. A pike shoots up to hold them in place. Oh god. Oh shit, I screwed this one up. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, maybe I can fix this. Okay, I got it. This is on par with Void Stranger. This is what would happen if the Jurassic Park people decided to clone Lolo instead of dinosaurs. Easy game for babies. There's 100 levels, chat. By the way. Looked it up, definitely on this issue. Oh great, the music speeds up when you run out of time too. Oh lord. Penis level. I hate these. Yeah, I hate these. There's no way out, chat. Looking through some of these and remember the reader mailed in art is crazy. Oh. No, that's not it either. Shit. Fuck. Dead. Ah. No. Off-topic question: do your wife watch your streams? I mess streamer's wife like decides what he does during streams. Maybe no, she doesn't. Chat, it's a puzzle game with limited continues. It's a puzzle game with limited continues. Hit the red spot from the bottom and go right. Oh, you're right. I'm really stupid. That was so dumb. Hang on, I have to beat the penis puzzle. I gotta do it, chat. Subpar gameplay unfollowed. She didn't. Maybe we could bother to translate traverse for us. The fuck am I looking at? Oh god. Wait, what is this? I have a joker. I don't know what that means. Can I beat this in 6 seconds? I don't think so. No, especially not if I do that. Bro, a timed puzzle game with limited continues. I'm done. I'm done. Thanks, but no thanks. Alright, chat, that was the Brainies. Glad I didn't have that as a kid. In conclusion, dongs. Now I'm sad that you didn't force anything. I I did that of my own volition, and you enabled me, if anything. How do we not get a Brainies 2 watch this game? Oh, yeah, that would do it. Oh, yeah, that would do it. Beat the boss. Spoilers, chat. Prepare for spoilers. For weeks, you've been squashing baddies, scrounging power-ups, and slapping the reset button, but no matter what you try, the big baddie at the end always takes you out. What you need is an inside edge, tips to get you through and over the top. That's why Nintendo Power is showing you how to beat the boss. Why is Bowser here? I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. That's Mario RPG Bowser, who isn't the boss. However, for Nintendo fans, Bowser would be the quintessential boss. So they just used key art from the game where he isn't a boss to represent him as a boss. I'm not saying I agree with this. I'm just saying that's if it was me, I would have used the OG Super Mario Bros. 1 Bowser sprite. But it's the mid to late 90s, and that simply won't do in this CG filtered hellscape we have. Name is Bowser, don't dead name. Jesus. Alright, so apparently Earthworm Jim 2 doesn't have a final boss? Stage 12, see Jim run, run Jim run is the last level in Earthworm Jim 2. Jim must beat Psychro in a wild race to reach Princess What's-Her-Name. So it's a foot race, apparently. Bowsette and Birdo trans-power couple. Pitfall the Mayan adventure ends with Zakula's spirit. A large stone warrior you encounter at the end of level 11. 4 different attacks. Okay. And apparently here, after you beat Pitfall the Mayan adventure, you rescue the original Pitfall Harry, who still looks like his original Atari version. In Killer Instinct, the final boss is Idol. You won't have a tough time if you keep your combos limited to 4 or 5 hits. It's just a Bobo and a funny hat. Lion King. Battle Scar on Pride Rock. Turn up the volume on your television so you can distinguish the hits from the misses. Hit Scar several times and jump over and then turn around and hit him again as Scar begins to tire or lower his head. Interesting. I'm not going to talk about the Chrono Trigger one because the end of Chrono Trigger is really cool and really unique. Just don't look at that. Don't look at that part, chat. Just ignore it. Don't pay attention to it. The final boss of Chrono Trigger is super cool. Mega Man 3, X3, sorry. Sigma. Oh yeah, this is the one where Sigma has his giant, stupid, unmoving suit, and then you have to chase his wireframe head up an exploding shaft. They did Kirby's Dream Land for some reason? How can you not fucking beat King DDD? Seriously. And then K. Rool at the end of Donkey Kong Land behind my dumb head here. So, okay. Great. Whatever. Moving on to the arena. Oh my god, a lot of people play Madden. That is a lot of Madden stats. OG Mega Man X, probably one of your favorite games to play through. OG Mega Man X is fantastic. It is an all-time great. We finished Kirby's Dream Land, yeah. We finished Kirby's Dream Land. We finished Adventure. Adventure was hard. Adventure was shockingly hard. I didn't finish Dreamland 2. We will finish Superstar. Oh my lord. Y'all are hilarious. Gradius 3, huh? Super Mario Kart is the battle zone. I just realized they didn't do like a... They didn't even do, like, their whole battle zone thing, they didn't even do it. They normally have that map of which region scored what. It is Gradius July, after all. For those who celebrate, I suppose. Have you ever tried finding every bonus stage or area in a game? Sometimes it's hard to be sure you found them all, especially the instruction manual doesn't tell you how many are in a game. Listen below the total number of bonus stages, areas, or games, including 6 Super NES titles. Gradius 3 has 5 bonus areas. Pilot Wings has 3 bonus games. Zombies Ate My Neighbors has 7 bonus stages. There are 4 bonus areas in Pitfall. 5 bonus rooms in Krusty's Super Funhouse. And 6 bonus challenge games in Yoshi's Island. It had too many people in a couple of big cities and didn't want anyone feeling bad. Perhaps. Perhaps. Oh, chat. Now you've done it. Now we're going to spend the rest of the night playing Gradius. Gradius 3 is one of my favorite shmups of all time. I love Gradius 3. Use the code! I don't need the code. Fuck your code. I'm definitely not using the other code. The Explodey one is canon. That's the traditional Konami code, yes. Wing. I need to crank shit up. The Explodey code is very funny. Why is there code that blows you up? Because Konami's a bunch of fuckers. So the Konami code traditionally gives you a bunch of lives or power-ups or something, right? In Gradius 3, the Konami code gives you a ton of power-ups and then self-destructs your ship. The actual code you have to put in is up, down, LRLRBA start. Instead of left, right, left, right. It's the top buttons. Bing! This game has an amazing soundscape, too. Okay, question. What difficulty? What's up, Shadows? No, it's great. It's great. They give you the power-ups and then blow you up. So you think it worked. And then you unpause and you explode. It's great. I hope there's a nude code for the Vic Piper. Probably isn't Parodius. Gradius 3 with SA1 support. No, it's unplayable. This game was designed to be played with slowdown. It'll never compare to Arcade 3 no matter how high you put it. Or SA1 for that matter. I will play on hard. And more importantly, what's our loadout? Should we do type select or edit mode? If you want to do type select, I'll let y'all choose. If you want to do edit mode, I will edit always. Okay. Laser do I feel like today? Cyclone. Barry's still Salamander out of all the games in Gradius Origins. Fine, but doesn't have time travel and abuse. I see you haven't played Gradius 5. So on hard, you actually have to juke this guy because you can't push him back until he opens his eyeball. And he waits a really long time to open it on hard and arcade modes. And God help you if you don't have a lot of firepower on this guy. Because you have to drill through those bubbles. What's your opinion about the R-types? Love them. R-type Final is arguably my favorite shmup. R-type Final is incredible. The other R-types, like, I like some of them. Some of them are a bit too much for me. Like Gradius, I pretty much universally love the Gradius games. R-types I'm kind of hot and cool on, but like Final is probably my favorite shmup ever. Delta's your favorite? R-type Delta's up there. I just don't see how you beat Final. Like, there is just so much going on in Final. So many ships, so many routes, so much weird shit. Depends on Life Force. I can't do Life Force. Life Force is too hard for me. Seriously, I haven't learned how to play Life Force. I haven't played it enough to figure out what I'm even supposed to do in it in some of the stages. Hot shit, R-type Tactics is $50. The R-type games, like, it's hard to find them and even harder to find them on sale. R-type Final 2, like, has only ever gone sale for, like, maybe 40%. Volcanoes are really dangerous. Ready for some excavation, chat? What's a good shmup without some excavation? Yeah, we can dig it. I kind of hate that, like, the traditional, like, Gradius cell stage, like, cell excavation stage is actually a secret stage in this one. But you have to excavate in stage 3, and you've got to excavate through biomass in the final stage. On hard, those boulders take like a prohibitive amount of damage to destroy. On arcade, I don't even think it's feasible to destroy them on arcade.
Like, I don't think it's logistically possible. When I enjoy Salamander, use power up separate instead of needing to select from a bar. But the bar is Gradius, man. The bar is what makes Gradius Gradius. The bar and options. All right, y'all need to be cool. Y'all need to cool it. Oh shit, I just remembered. Hang on, this thing needs to die. Okay, thank Christ, we should be good. This sequence on the higher difficulties can be literally impossible if you don't have the right... If you don't have the right power-up sequence. If you have the right power-up sequence, it's pretty trivial. I don't think it's logistically possible. On arcade difficulty, I'm only playing on hard. Slow down, game. The screen flicker's kind of fucking with me. You can kind of cheese that guy if you have the cluster bombs by bombing. Oh fuck! I forgot about that. I forgot if you blow the front two cores off of it while it's got its beams extended, it'll just start shooting you in the face. Even Oz's turns into impromptu 1cc. Please. You give me too much credit. I'm not a 1cc guy. I don't need perfection in my shmups. I just enjoy playing them immensely. I don't think I've ever 1cc'd anything. It's also not Gradius if it doesn't have Moai heads in it somewhere. Open wide, motherfucker. Alright. He gets to live. Because I can't shoot him. I can't shoot him effectively. 1cc'd a couple Toho games. Not a 1cc guy, I eat the whole bag. 1cc Soul Crested is credit. A game is stupidly generous with 1-ups. Yep, obligatory Moai stage. God love him. So you gotta watch out for these red guys because you've seen them rotate. That one on top will actually sit up when I pass it. Well, he was supposed to. Thanks for making me a liar, asshole. But yeah, they'll rotate and they'll sit up to try and get you. This sound design in this game is so incredibly good. Like all the explosions just sound so big and chunky. Let's see if we get multiple ones at once. Gradius 2 is generous with 1-ups. Since it knows if you die once, you die 20 more times. Yeah, that That is the great curse of the Gradius series. If you die, you are screwed. Like, R-Type is infinitely more recoverable than most Gradius games are. Now, it's not impossible. Those of you that were around when I beat this game on arcade know that. But Gradius is probably one of the hardest shmups to recover from a death. Might have overdone it. Oh god. Oh god, shit. Okay. Oh, I might have fucked that. I did, yeah. Ooh, okay. We're good. Do you think it's a bit spooky to see Moai head landscape with that OST? Yeah, dude. Moai are creepy. Space murder Moai? Super creepy. Super double plus creepy. Give. I need the wide beams. Someday I should try to finish MSX Parodius, considering Konami included in a game collection on PS1. The Parodius games are amazing. I love the Parodius games. It's kind of a shame that one of the stages Oh, shit. It's like the worst sound in the world. Your shield getting stressed. Shit. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. Situation nominal. We're cool. We're cool. Everything's cool here. We're fine. How are you? Yo, shit. Fuck. I'm moving way too fast. It's really scary. Fuck. Okay. I hate this part because you have to stop shooting. Or just clear through all at once. Woo! Jesus. Seems like final boss material, doesn't it? Oh, God. Whew. All right, chat. Well, that's one way to get through the evening. Give me them chill N64 music so I can calm down. There's also a magazine tonight. Now beat it with just tailgun. That's the thing I will probably never do, is beat it without the laser. Cyclone laser and twin laser, and the standard laser, if you go with the set mode, are really, really, really good. The other ones are like conditional. I don't like the energy laser. I know it has its uses. I know it can make really short work of some of the bosses, but I really don't like it. I hate the ripple. I hate the ripple because it loses the one thing that makes lasers really, really good in Gradius, penetration. Because it stops as soon as it hits an enemy. Gaiden is a rare one where double is really good. Ever do one of the weirder bomb sets? When I was a kid, I used to do Hawk Wind, which is if you are in the lower half of the screen, your bomb goes down. If you're in the upper half of the screen, your bomb goes up. That one's actually conditionally pretty helpful. I usually go with cluster bombs. Sometimes I will do set mode just to get the big cluster bomb. I think I've tried the photon torpedo. It's fine. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure I've ever actually done the photon torpedo. I think they're all fine except maybe two-way back. I feel like two-way back would be like, because you've got you generally don't have trouble hitting the things behind you in a Gradius game because of the nature of your options and just the sheer amount of firepower you're putting out. It's things like in awkward places in front of you that tend to be an issue. Madden 96 has some interesting dev facts. The lead platform was supposed to be on PS1. It got canceled because EA never shipped a game on CD. They couldn't finish in time. Wow, that is interesting. I wouldn't have expected something like that. Man. Funny to think a Madden game could actually hurt their finances for once, so. Now. Oh my God. The now playing is 3 games, chat. 3. It's a 2-page now playing. Unbelievable. Really drives it home how bad the yeah! This is stark. Oh my God. Not damaged enough, sadly. Time to finally play Earthian later today. Thanks for the inspiration. Shmup Jesus. Shmup Jesus. Yeah, and what is bass fishing? Legitimate shifting could have pretty hugely changed some industries up. That's true, yeah. That's really true. Anyway, well, I guess slim pickings. I guess we'll just read every word of this, chat. Bassmasters Classic Pro Edition from Black Pearl. All bass, all the time with this Bassman's Classic from Black Pearl. The Suka last year's Bassmasters Classic from Black Pearl adds refinement to one of the more exciting bass games for the Super NES. Both BMC games set the hook by giving you an underwater lure cam perspective. It's like you're right down there in the lake with the lunkers. The improved graphics in this year's edition make that perspective all the more interesting. Developers have created a more realistic underwater environment with weeds, rocks, snags, and other soggy stuff. A greater variety of fish can also be found, including big and smallmouth bass, northern pike, and a monster bass, but only the bass count during the weigh-in. The game includes a tournament, a tackle and equipment shop, a practice pond, fast boats, and fighting fish. The actual process of reeling in a finny finalist involves some patience, as you have to wear down the fish with a lot of back and forth play. Your selection of an angler can make a big difference in landing a fish. You'll also find a lot of variety in the 5 lakes where the tournaments are held. The conditions vary from cold, dark water to clear, warm lakes, and that requires anglers to select lures carefully. If you didn't land BMC last year, this is the version to snag. Better graphics, more options, variety, character selection. The minus a 29 character password. Shmup Jesus did the old Konami code in Gradius 3 for our sins. Your power guide to both of the latest releases. You can't see how I'm fighting myself like in altered states to prevent myself from requesting Bassmasters. You read that article unironically. Can you 1cc bass fishing? I don't think I could 1cc catching a single fucking fish. I am terrible at Super Nintendo fishing games. Notoriously bad. So Madden 96 came out and NBA 2K never would have happened. Huh. Iron Man XO Man of War in Heavy Metal. Acclaimed Comics and Marvel Comics join forces for one final battle royale on Game Boy. If you say so, Nintendo folks. Tony Stark the Iron Man and Eric of Dacia, aka XO Man of War, must combine their fighting skills in order to defeat Mistress Crescendo and Baron Zemo, have joined forces in villainy to take over the world. Yes, it reeks of evil, but you've got the weapons to clean up the stench. Iron Man and XO Man of War are shooters and regular attacks, plus the ability to fly, run, and jump. Each stage contains plenty of action and enough power-ups to keep it going. Players can also choose from 4 levels of difficulty. You might wonder why it is these metallic-clad heroes have such a tough time staying alive against thugs and spiders, but at least there's never a quiet moment. Play control on Iron Man XO is pretty good, as are the graphics. You'll even find some unusual stages, such as a running battle in a subway train. This month, power enters the mean streets of New York superhero community, bringing the maps and tips that will spell victory over the purveyors of evil. Positives: good action, good graphics, fun characters. Password: minuses: annoyingly repetitious music, some slow play control. Am I supposed to remember who XO Man of War is? Nope. Nope. Another fringe comic book character consigned to the dustbin of history. Why not just call him Man of War? I don't know, man. The XO is indeed superfluous and weird. Person who was bitten by a radioactive tic-tac-toe grid. Wild to me, the password save was still common this late. Then again, I remember GBA games with password save. I mean, you're saving money on cart production by not including battery-backed chips. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but if you're doing a major run on a game that doesn't have complex save data, kind of makes sense. Actually, short for Hugs and Kisses, Man of War. Aw, that's so sweet. War 3010: The Revolution from Advanced Productions. Xanax is not what you may think. It's a strategy game that spans the stars for the Super NES. Humanity has been controlled and humiliated by the alien Killen for long enough. Now the revolution is spreading across the galaxy. A band of rebels manning stolen ships attacks the oppressors wherever they are weakest, but the advantage of surprise won't last for long. Xanax uses a fairly simple battle engine based on last year's War 2410, but mixes in more tactical elements, including hidden technologies that give your ships advantages, such as cloaking or superior shields. Each scenario pits your ragtag rebel fleet against Killen forces and gives you a goal such as protecting a starbase or destroying a cargo fleet. Battle animations use digitized models of some pretty cool looking spaceships, a real step up from the comic appearance of War 2410. Rebel commanders can build and repair ships at starbases. Next month, Power will take a closer look at this interstellar war game. Simple enough for anyone to grasp easily, but with increasing complexity in later scenarios, 16 levels, passwords, and secret items. However, terrain defense strategy is not as logical as in War 2410. Ship icons difficult to identify. Fortunately, there is an option for using letters instead of ship icons. Editor picks. Terry, their RPG simulations and sports purveyor, stepped out to give the nod to Bassmasters Classic Pro Edition. Other than that, not much of a month here, chat. I hate that my brain is reading that logo as Nintendo playing. All right. On to Pack Watch, the inside source on future of this fucking page. It's 2 games we can't play, and 1 game I don't see why we would. So yeah, because there just wasn't a whole lot going on in the issue this time, I am letting y'all request stuff from the Pack Watch, but it's not exactly bearing fruit just yet. Rub salt in the wounds, why don't you, magazine? What do you have against Miss Pac-Man? I just don't care, man. I just don't care. I'm not... 2 out of these 3 games were canceled. This is don't care, man. I'm sorry, I don't care about these old, like, Score Attack Infinite Expanse arcade games. The only one I ever liked was Galaga. That was it. And it's because it's a shmup. I don't care about Pac-Man or Donkey Kong or original Mario Bros. Or any of these. It's no Centipede. The only game to come out was Miss Pac-Man. So what did they have to say about Robotech Crystal Dreams? Although Robotech was one of the first Dream titles announced, progress has been limited until recently. The artwork has moved along rapidly. Heart of Robotech are the space missions, emphasize heated battles with an alien invasion fleet. These in-between stages will include 3D walkabout areas. Will encounter lots of characters. Game tech is bringing the crew to life with efficient but cool facial animations and voices. One of the unique features of the game is it will be informed of simultaneous events taking place throughout human space during the course of the game. While you're off protecting a freighter convoy to Mars, events will be happening elsewhere that will affect the course of the war. You may even have to drop what you're doing to help out. Ambitious. Do we think the Robotech stuff is bullshots? I think so. I think so. The bottom left one, like, I can't imagine a situation where this would ever happen in a flight sim. This one, the fact that the shots are like off center and there's a bunch of random explosions makes me think it's just shopped. This is Miss Galaga, man, you'd play without requesting. Ultra Combat, it's gotta be AI. The first Nintendo 64 game to come out of GT Interactive in the US will probably be Ultra Combat, although it may well have a different name by then. Futuristic vehicular combat game, Chemical published in Japan. Great looking tanks and choppers moving through fairly generic cities. We know it has something to do with time travel and aliens. Sounds like Body Harvest. Ultra Combat is not fake, because who would fake that jank? It looks like a mod for Simcopter. Miss Pac-Man. I don't care. I'm sorry, man. I don't care. Moving on. Turok. I can't play Turok. Mr. Doe. Power Rangers Zeo Battle Racers and G-Zero. Oh my god, these bastards. They're continuing to tease Virtual Boy games, knowing full well the Virtual Boy is dead. I mean, like... right? Like, it's dead. It's dead. Oh, okay. Well, okay, so, like, here's the thing. So the last game officially released for Virtual Boy was 3D Tetris in March of 1996. More games were announced for the system at E3 in May 1996, but never released. The Virtual Boy is discontinued in December of 1995 in Japan. And it was discontinued in North America in August of 1996. So we're 1 month out from the official death of the Virtual Boy. Now, this being the July issue means it would have gone to press in June. So we've still got a 2-month lead on the official Western death of the Virtual Boy. But it's already dead in Japan. Like, Nintendo Power has to know this is not coming out. Because it's straight from Nintendo. Gosh, Nintendo Power lacked journalistic morals? No way! What's up, Drake now? Not even Fraser would have bought Frederick a Virtual Boy. It could have been worse. At least one report pretended G0 was at E396 and it wasn't. Was Nintendo Power one of the magazines pretending Nintendo showed this off at E3? I don't think so. I don't remember them mentioning it. Right now, the Virtual Boy is about as live as Mitch McConnell. Too soon? Not soon enough. Put his tortoise ass in the ground. So somebody said I'd have requested Turok. I would have played Turok. I wish I had Turok right now. Don't worry about it, Drake Nell. There's nothing to worry about. By the way, I forgot to mention this throughout the evening. I have had to put an end, a very sudden and unexpected end to daytime streams. I have been getting increasingly busy during the day before my work, and I just don't have time to do them anymore. So these evening streams are going to be the only streams going forward. So I don't think that's going to be too much of a bummer for most folks. Most folks, I think, couldn't make it out during the day. But yeah, I'm gonna have to leave Infinite Factory hanging for now, and we're just gonna be soldiering on with variety nights on Wednesdays and power hours nights on Thursdays. So, what the hell is a G0? It was supposed to be similar to F-Zero, but all in wireframe tunnels. Well, it's the racer rocks in red and black. You pilot one of 4 planes through tunnel courses that twist, turn, dip, and rise. Plane has different control and speed attributes. Planes look a bit like space fighters. Sounds they make as they scream through the underground labyrinths also remind this pack pilot of a high-speed run down the trench of the Death Star. As in F-Zero for the Super NES, cars refuel and heal up when they pass over power strips. If there's ever been a reason to pick up a Virtual Boy, you can see it in this month's coverage of Dragon Hopper and G0. Next month's look at Bound High. A growing library of fun games makes a huge difference. They know this system's dead, chat. They know it's dead. Hang on, I gotta jump musics. How Mario Kart is Power Rangers Battle Racers? By the looks of it, vary. Mount their motorcycles, jet cycles, hovercraft, dune buggies, and quadrifighters. Do battle on 16 courses. Mix of racing and demolition derby, so I guess you can... Power Ranger... Well, yeah, let's find out. Fuck it. There's a bunch of modes. Time trial, 2-player, CP versus, race, point race, and Blaster Master mode. You and your buddy have unlimited blaster firepower and 99 seconds to blow each other up. Final mode of play is the Super Chase mode, which requires you to slam your opponent off the track within 99 seconds. Okay. It looks like that one ranger is just running. Let's check it out. I am a firm believer that every franchise in existence should have a kart racing game. Bloodborne cart convinced me of that. Good, this game actually came out. Request to play Rita Repulsa if she's available. Will do. Missed the race mode in Halo suddenly. Race? So we got Red Ranger, Black Ranger, Blue Ranger, Pink Ranger, Green Ranger, Yellow Ranger. That looks like a Doctor Who character. I don't know what to think of this. Nope, that's it. That's all you get. I guess Rita wasn't in Zio. Talk to me about these stats. Which ranger is the one that throws a harpoon and says, get over here? Must be the yellow ranger. Play the scrotum. Okay. Oh, they go faster if you play manual, but I don't drive stick. King Mondo versus Pink, Red, and Green. City Circuit, South Island. This is a pretty cool interface. I like it. Based on a different Sentai season. So only 4 racers at a time. Interesting. Oh, you can jump. That's cute. Yeah, it's Mario Kart. Oh my god, this guy handles like... I don't even know what he handles like. Yeah, the scale on these vehicles is a little bit off. Just a little. Seems like maybe rubber banding isn't an issue in this game. Because I drove like crap and I was coming up on lapping those fools. Zio's after the original Ranger season, but that might be Turbo. Is the track literally just a square? No, it's a tiny square. Yeah, course for ants. I might be the only one with a blaster, yeah. Jesus Christ, I was 6 seconds out ahead of second. King Mondo. Clear. All right, this one... South Island looks considerably more complicated. This is just the beach one from Mario Kart. Like, down to like the algae and stuff and all. I like that you have a permanent rear view mirror at the bottom. That is cool. Mondo's a trike, and I love that. I love that for him. My God, you really don't even have to drive well in this game to beat the AI. Yeah, F-Zero this ain't. Mario Kart this ain't. Yeah, these tracks are way too small. These maps are microscopic. Congratulations! Second track. King Mondo reigns supreme. All right, I will do one more race. Let's do Ranger Base 1. All right, this is a very busy design. Nope. So it might be like Rainbow Road. There's no walls on the track. That might be my doom, chat. I may not be able to handle this. Yeah, I know. Oh my God, he's gonna... These tracks are so tiny, they're gonna lap me. Huh. The drifting's kind of weird. Yeah, not even close. New course record? What? Maybe like worst? Maybe like slowest time? I got 1 point for that performance. There's also one in the Grand Canyon. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Courses are too small. Courses are way too small in that. Like, it's got everything else. Like, I really don't have anything else to complain about there, but those courses are way the fuck too small. Congrats, nobody's driven worse than you. The guy that jogged this course even beat you. Yeah. That's a shame. That definitely had potential, but yeah. Mr. Doe, we already know. Turok, we know. We don't need to... What is there to say about Turok? We know Turok. It's still being developed at this time. The fog effect. The infamous fog effects. Made possible by the Alias development software, reduce the line of sight and make the restricted stages seem larger. In fact, the game areas are pretty big. They are pretty big. Turok stages are huge. We're doing it. We're Mr. Doing It. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. I think y'all might regret this one. I think I like Mr. Do more than y'all do. Fucking love Turok. I actually beat it. I love Turok enough to beat it. Jeff Gersman, is that you? Turok's levels are pretty unique for its era. Yeah, no, they're really interesting. Oh, sorry, music, no. There is only Mr. Do. Sound the voracious enemies with Mr. Do's magic wand. It warmed your I don't care about score attack games heart. It did. Mr. Doe, another case of box art, has little nothing in common with the game. Yeah. Smooth frame rate, yeah. This is Dig Dug. It's Dig Dug without the inflation fetish. Yeah! So inferior, Dig Dug. Oh, God. Don't ask what fetishes replaced it, though. Just wait till I smack one of these guys with my balls. Then you'll know. He falls down, spreads his leg when he dies. I'm not sure this is better. Mr. Doe likes to present. Very good. Nom 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 nom. I'm still so curious why this game is the way it is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sweet Mother of God. Oh, death. Game over. Hey, I got the top score, dough. I got the top score, dough. That's enough, Mr. Doe. I have doed all the dough I wish to dough. I need no more dough. Oh my god, it never goes with this game designer moved on to Shin Megami Tensei 2. I mean, I think you can see the DNA there. I think you can see the direct line. What demons got fused to make Mr. Doe? Now that would be an Easter egg. That would be amazing. Oh boy, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Shuffle Your Combos, the Killer Instinct collectible card game from Topps, is now available at card shops and bookstores across the country. No, you cannot request this. I don't own any of these. The game features many elements from the video game, including combos, danger moves, and specials. Players take on the role of shadow corporations trying to bring down Ultra Tech by winning Killer Instinct matches. I always forget that Killer Instinct has a story. It's like the one fighting game that just feels like it just exists. Like, there's no discernible story there. It's just they got a bunch of fucking weirdos together to beat the shit out of each other. Yeah, Dead or Alive has an involved story. Those those barely contained breasts. They have pathos, chat. N64 Recruits. Nintendo Co. will hook up with Recruit to form a joint venture company that will produce 4 or 5 Nintendo 64 games per year. No word on what they will be. Chemco Rallies. Top Gear Rally. Dark Horse Shadows. Dark Horse Comics. I love Dark Horse Comics, by the way. Published the first issue of the new Star Wars Shadows of the Empire comic book series in May. The comic books reveal hidden depths to the story underlying the upcoming Nintendo 64 game, including the dark dealings of bounty hunters such as Boba Fett. Favorite characters in the movie series also make appearances. The time frame in the comics endgame begins just as the rebels flee from the frozen world of Hoth. Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Darth Vader, R2-D2, and C-3PO are just some of the characters you'll meet in the comic. I love the Kerning having an attack at upcoming. Does the comic show Shizor stinking? He has magic stink. I think it does, actually. I might have some issues of the Shadows of the Empire comic book. I actually haven't checked to see if I still have all my Dark Horse comics knocking around here somewhere. I should check that. They would be interesting to go through. Rainbow of controllers. More info about Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie's Double Trouble, and Scattered Bits. Teeny Soft has announced they'll be creating a Nintendo 64 action puzzle game called Kwumpa. The hell does that mean? Nobody knows. Halfway around the world from Japan, Ocean and Infogrames have agreed to merge to make the new company one of the largest game publishers in the world. Wow. That's funny to think about. Bandai America is looking in two directions for new Super NES games. They're considering releasing classic Super Famicom hits such as Dragon Ball Z, sort of an action RPG title, and starting up a new game division in the US that would release new titles, probably with the use of out-of-house developers. Like several other companies, Bandai sees potential in the still vast Super NES market in North America. And that's that, chat. The folks at Ocean got a good deal from the merger, wish them well. Dragon Ball Z, it'll never catch on. Kuompa got canceled on N64. Did come out on PS1. Dragon Ball Z, did that series ever make it over here? Players Bowl contest. Win a Nintendo 64 someday. Win what's hot. A Nintendo 64, an N64 controller in every color, a library of N64 games. It's just generic cartridges, chat. They don't even know what they're promising you. A 35-inch color TV. Wow, just imagine, chat, playing your video games on a big old 35-inch TV. What else is hot? This N64 contest, and you if you're the grand prize winner. What's not hot? 32 bits. 2,400 baud modems. The Library of Congress. Wow, you illiterate bastards. Murder, She Wrote. How dare you, you uncultured swine. Other contests in comparison, and any lamer who can't fill out the card and drop it in the mail. Yeah, Murder, She Wrote is fucking awesome. Hell yeah, Angela Lansbury. Oh, you not just throw shade at the Library of Congress. What is this? One of the worst examples of late 90s marketing excess, chat. And that's it. Coming next issue, Kirby Superstar, Mario 64, more Virtual Boy, and Tetris Attack. A lot of stuff we've already seen before, but hey, Kirby Superstar. Can't argue with that. So, chat. That's that. That's the magazine. That's the ball game, chat. That's what we were here to do. Yeah, an actual promising month next month. It's things we've seen before, but it's things we actually want to play. I want to eventually get through a full playthrough, 100% playthrough of Kirby Superstar. And I'd love to get all the stars for you in Super Mario 64 as well. Fun fact, Angela Lansbury used
Murder, She Wrote to get older actors gigs so they qualify for the union benefits. Oh, that's super cool. When do we get actual games again? Next month. It's fine. It's fine. Next month. We got Kirby Superstar. And I might take that as an excuse to just play the rest of it. Because we did Spring Breeze, we did Gourmet Race, and we did Dynablade. Which means we've got Great Cave Offensive, Revenge of Meta Knight, and Milky Way Wishes to do. And I don't think I can do them all in single night. What's the fewest number of stars you can beat Mario 64 with? Depends. Glitchless? Because if you're glitching, it's like 4 or something. Glitchless 0 is possible? Holy shit. That's amazing. What is that in A presses? To determine that, we need to talk about parallel universes. Oh, I got tongue-tied on the joke, chat. How to answer that? Mario can clip through fucking everything in that game. Mario is a trans-dimensional being in Mario 64. He is ironically completely unconstrained by a paltry 3 dimensions. Unfortunately, I can't show you how that works. I'm not a glitch guy. And I'm not saying this in the same way that I'm not a 1cc guy. I really don't do glitches or speedruns or stuff. Have you followed Mario 64 speedrunning news lately? Because the same dude, as far as I know, holds a world record in every category. Green's Luigi is absurdly cracked in Mario 64. I'll have to look into it. Or wait for a Summoning Salt video on it. The GOP really hates the trans. And that's why we hate them. I like that some teenager in Brazil playing Mario 64 on his phone found a way to perform a star clip reliably. Dude, like, speedrunning innovations are some of the most amazing things ever. It's really genuinely fascinating stuff. It's super cool. So. Actually, you know what? Let's play a little Mario 64 to wrap things up, shall we? Let's just run around and wahoo some things. Mario! Wah! It's me! Wahoo! Good old Rainbow Road. Also, the difference between 0-star and 1-star's records like 41 seconds. Wow. Saw a video where someone actually grabbed that impossible green mushroom. Yeah, one of my favorite things about Mario games and the culture they spawn is that people will eventually figure out literally everything. Every possible conceivable secret in those games will get squirreled out eventually. It's amazing
Mario.
stuff.
Hello.
Hello, Mario. I think we're doing Mario D.
Okie dokie.
Mario 64, I think, is some of the best movement tech in 3D platformers like ever. It was definitely a trendsetter. What were we doing? I'm gonna clean up some of the stars from like earlier levels, I think. Wait, I didn't do all this. That's not right.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
Which file was I playing on? Must be Mario C. Alright, look. They gotta go.
They all gotta go, chat. What? What? The hell do you want, chat? No way we only did... Wait, I definitely did not get all the stars on Bob-omb Battlefield. I definitely did not.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, this is our file. This is our file because the only one I got on Bob-omb Battlefield was the Chain Chomp one. I didn't do any of the other legit ones.
Let's go.
It's got that flicker. What flicker? See that video recently about which Mario enemy could get the most stars? I don't think I did. Yeah, there's scan lines for some reason. Must have been playing a different file last time. Maybe. It's possible. Or no, like, I think... Okay, you know what? After I get this one, let's run down to the... Or, I'll check my star totals. Because, yeah, we got everything in... Oh, yeah. We did get everything in... Okay, so yeah, I did it on the wrong file then. What up? I'm the big bomb, Lord of all blasting matter, king of kabooms the world over. How dare you scale my mountain? By what right do you set foot on my imperial mountaintop? You may have eluded my guards, but you'll never escape my grasp, and you'll never take away my power star. I hereby challenge you, Mario. If you want the star I hold, you must prove yourself in battle. You pick me up from the back and hurl me this royal turf? I think that you cannot. I love that they just tell you how to beat them. Oh, the mod lets you transform into a Mario enemy, and the goal is to see which one you could collect the most stars. Only a single one could actually finish the game. Interesting. Suck it. Mario's doing a CIA mission overthrowing the government. What? Can it be a pipsqueak like you defuse the Bob-omb King? You might be fast enough to ground me, but you'll have to pick up the pace if you want to take King Bowser by the tail. He thinks my troops could learn a lesson from you. Here's your star as I promised, Mario. See me again, select the star from the menu. For now, farewell. Worf. I do not see the grass flickering now.
Here we go.
Whee! So wait, what? Okay, I have 2 in Bob-omb Battlefield, 1 in Womp's Fortress, 1 in Jolly Roger, 3 in Cool Cool, and 2 Castle Secret Stars. So yeah, everything I did in the Fire one is gone. But I think that was the only thing I did that night.
Let's go.
That's a big-ass Koopa, chat. Hey, Mario, is it true you beat the big Bob-omb? Cool! Must be strong and pretty fast. How fast are you, anyway? Fast enough to beat me? Koopa the Quick? I don't think so. Just try me. How about a race to the mountaintop where the big bomb was? What do you say? When I say go, let the race begin. Ready? No! Not like that. That was not very Yahoo of you, Mario. No, wrong way. No. I'm gonna hump your pole. Nothing of a streamer. I watched playing a crowd control mod of Mario 64 and have a soft lock at the ending because chat managed to make Mario right away in a shield mid cutscene. I love that Mario jumps so high off of most poles he hurts himself when he lands. You really are fast. A human blur. Here you go. You won it fair and square.
Here we go!
Why don't the Koopas just eat him? An excellent question. So wait, do I have... Hang on, do I actually have the key for downstairs? Oh, I do. So I can go downstairs, I just haven't yet. Okay. Well. And then how many stars is this one? 30. Orf, 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 orf. I need a thing. I love the way Mario runs so much. My eyes! On the wing cap course, step on the red switch at the top of the tower in the center of the rainbow ring. Trigger the switch, all the red blocks you find will become solid. Perhaps you need the power of the sun. Waha! No, I missed one. Shit. Mario. I need that damn coin. No, it's gonna run out. No. Damn it all. Love this game's hub. Not quite your favorite 3D Mario hub, Delfino Plaza, but I love the borderline surreal ambiance. I love Rosalina's Observatory from Galaxy. Oh, I left. This is what we're doing for the rest of the night, chat. I'm getting these damn coins. Yeah, I love the way it changes over the course of the game. Fuck me. Kidding me? There we go. Jesus Christ. See if I can land. Okay. I think I need to hit the switch before I grab the star. I think. You know what? I forget. I'm just gonna get the star. The star is harder to get than the switch. If you're doing a new playthrough of Dark Souls just for shits and giggles, got yourself the Lord Vessel and 3 of the 4 Lord Souls. Not looking forward to 4 Kings. What's wrong with 4 Kings? Oh god. Ah. Watching on 360p. It looks like this game hates low resolution. It's probably the scan line effect. Love how lively Delfino Plaza feels. Okay, cool. Seeing so many levels being foreshadowed in the skybox. Okay, red cap, get. Shoot to the island in the sky. We're peace-loving bombs, so we don't use cannons. But if you'd like to blast off, we don't mind. Help yourself. We'll prepare all the cannons in this course for you to use. Bon voyage. Also love Rosalina's Observatory. Galaxy is just a really special game. Galaxy is wonderful. I don't think you can hit the island from here, can you? No, you can't. There we go. Is it in here? There we go. Shame they did away with it for Galaxy 2. Galaxy on Mixon has cool levels, lacks so much of the overarching vibe of the Galaxy. 4 Kings is probably the most frustrating boss in your recent run, although it's doing the pre-Lord Vessel skip thing. I, like... 4 Kings were terrifying to me until I found out the thing about them doing less damage the closer you are to them. I don't remember how many tries 4 Kings took when I streamed Dark Souls myself, but I feel like that was not one of the hang-ups I had in the game. Now let's see if I can remember where all these red coins are. The camera! At some point I want to replay Sunshine. I don't. I am not a Sunshine fan. I don't think I ever will be. Yeah, very love it or don't, yeah. As Mario games go, it has a very weird feel to it, I think. Don't mind me. Not a Sunshine fan, lives in California. Yeah, why do you think I stay inside all the time? One of them's in like the corner, and one of them. Oh. Maybe not there. There's one over there. Jenga's Mario by a lot, but I love its vibes. And you participate in the carbon cycle. How curious. Yeah, where's that last one? Is it down here? Ah, it's in there. Wow, that was a cool jump. Love Sunshine's ambience. I didn't enjoy it as much as 64. I was just kind of forgiving janky games in general if they're doing it for you in other ways. I mean, that's fair too. That's entirely fair too. I can certainly forgive a lot of jank for games that I am personally enjoying a lot. Forget all this, I just want to race penguins. Yeah, I think that's a big reason why I like Galaxy so much. Galaxy has a lot of neat ideas that do pan out. Oh, I think I undershot. Good job, idiot. No.
Here we go!
Here we go. Oh my god. Go for a clean sweep here, chat. Wings to the sky. I accidentally jump into a can. Can you jump out of it without being shot? No, you gotta be shot from it. Once you get that animation, you gotta get launched. Now, if I remember correctly, there's a way to like automatically do this. I think it's if you, it's either shoot at the top coin or the bottom coin. I forget which one. Maybe the bottom. No, maybe the top. Nope, that wasn't it. That was close, but that wasn't quite it. No, that was it. That one right in the middle. There we go. That's probably perfect gameplay. What happened? I used it up on Gradius 3. Ow.
Here we go! 해고.
I was trying to decide if I want to do this or not, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. There are far worse Sonic games than Sonic 06. Yeah, the 100 coin star. Then the worst game titled Sonic the Hedgehog released in 2006. So there's a hidden danger with getting the 7th 100 coin star in each of these levels, which is that as a matter of course, you generally have to get the 8 red coins because they're worth 2 coins each. And thus there exists a danger of accidentally picking up a star and ruining all your progress. Yes, I've done that. Yes, I've done that on this level. Huh. Ah, blue coin. That's what I needed. Jump too high, I have to come back for that one. Oops. Jam on Gamecom is also pretty awful as a Gamecom game. The fuck did you expect? You know, I might as well... Where is it? I might as well see about getting all those coins up in those rings, because that's, like, most of them. And then I can get the nitty-gritty ones. Imagine an ordinary Joe going about your day with someone, suddenly some weirdo just kicks you out of your pants and uses it like a skateboard. I feel like I'd have trouble, like, arguing with that, really. Like, what am I going to do against someone who wields that kind of power, really? So yeah, one time I was going for the 100 coin star and I triggered this one and I accidentally landed on it. Also, I gotta mention the draw distance for coins is pretty bad, which makes navigating to get these ones in the air kind of a pain in the ass. Damn. Double damn. God, these things are hard to get. Sure. Thank you so much for the raid, buddy. What's going on tonight? Let's take one more pass at this. I'm doing, yeah. I am a pro coin dodger, let me tell you. Oh, great. Now I can't even see where they are anymore. Now they're just straight fucking invisible. Not yippee, grab the coins. There is nothing waha about this. Want those coins, you bastard. All right, I'm gonna hope. I am going to hope that that is enough. I'm gonna hope that I can weasel 16 more coins out of this level without going for those things. I think there's a bunch of coins up the mountain. There's that one. Could be worse, could be Superman, could be Superman. Nobody wants to be Superman. Not in that context. Here in, around the pole. Yeah, I got those already. There's only one red coin I'm missing. Offhand, I don't remember exactly where it was. The nice thing about the 100 coin stars is you generally don't have to get every coin in the level. You've got a fair bit of leeway on these. There are a few levels where there's like just not that many coins. And so it gets pretty thin by the end, but this one's fine. Like, I can just go blow up like 4 bombs now, and we'll be good. Yeah, it's been a long time. I don't actually remember what, like, the worst level for doing the 100 coins is. Oh, here we go. I blow this guy up. I grab that red coin. We're good. Ha! That's funny. Jolly Roger Bay is like 102. Yeah, I believe that. You collected 100 coins. Mario gains more power from the castle. Oh, I forgot they'd let you keep going after that. So really, whenever I do the red coin star, I should go ahead and do the 100 coin star at the same time. Let's see, there's that Shadow Star, and there's that Shadow Star. I'll take that Shadow Star.
Here we go!
Here we go! Alright, that's gonna do it for tonight, I think. I think Dire... Yeah, Dire...
Press start to play.
Yeah, the 2 water levels. The 2 main water levels are... Oh, you know what? Wet Dry might be one of the worst, actually. Just because navigating that place is such a pain in the ass, and I don't think there's a real wide margin for coins in that one.
Anyway, chat. We're done. That's going to do it for tonight. Well, what did we do? We played the Brainies, God help us. I beat Gradius 3 on hard without dying. And we scored some more stars in Mario 64. It's been a good night. It's been a good night. So, one last reminder for the evening. I'll have to post this in Discord too. I will not be doing any more daytime streams for the foreseeable future. I have gotten too busy during the day. And I got things to do, unfortunately. But Wednesday and Thursday night streams are not going anywhere. Wednesdays will still be variety nights of some stripe, and Thursdays will be the Power Hours. So next week, expect some kind of variety night on Wednesday, and we will start August of 1996, right on time, I think. So, let's go find somebody to raid. Let's see. Or not. Nobody I know is up right now. So I will just let y'all go, and I will slink off to bed, and I'll see you on Discord, I suppose. So thanks again for coming out, chat. Thanks for joining me for the auspicious end of this magazine, but at least we had a good time, and at least we got something to look forward to next time. Kirby Superstar is going to be great. It's already been great. It's going to be even better. Believe you me. So thanks again for coming out. Hopefully I will see you Wednesday for some manner of variety night. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.